Shiba Inu is up over 100% in the last 7 days. Here's what to know before investing. Another dog-inspired cryptocurrency called Shiba Inu, or SHIB, hit an all-time high. And look at this. This was yesterday at 59. Look where it's at right now. This is absolutely incredible. This thing is still moving. It just doesn't stop. It hit almost 90 and it's at 78. And this was just yesterday, which I find to be particularly crazy. Despite its price being below 1 cent, the meme token has garnered a lot of attention. Shiba Inu now ranks number 11 among the top cryptocurrencies. So once again, this shows you how quickly things change in less than 24 hours. If you look at SHIB right now, not any longer 11, it is number 8, and it has a market cap of $42 billion. It has passed Doge, it has passed Polkadot, and it's nipping at the heels of Ripple as we speak. 42 versus 49. If we keep pushing, if that pushes 90, 100, it will be in the realm of potentially number 6, number 5. Like, this thing can 100% get going. All right. And like I said, it is named the Dogecoin killer. It's kind of interesting of what's going on between these two. We all know the craziness, especially in April and May, of Doge. It ran up. Then we had Elon who's supporting it. He went on SNL. And since then, we haven't seen a new all-time high. But just for those of you who want to know a little bit, they're like, man, I see everyone getting amped up about SHIB. What's the deal? Well, it was created in August 2020 by an unknown person, Ryoshi. It's inspired by Shiba Inu. Obviously, it's kind of just in a certain weird way, like kind of mocking Doge, but it's trying to show, really in a weird sense, the power of community. From more of a technical perspective, it is an ERC20 token. This just basically means that it's not its own coin. It's based off the Ethereum blockchain. It does not have its own blockchain. Shiba Inu has a total supply of 1 quadrillion, and this is going to be important for the question of, hey man, I see this is crazy. It's nice to know these little facts, but I think a lot of you watching right now, and this is completely fair, you're like, how much money can I make? And that's a fair question. If you're in it, you might just be like there with the stars in your eyes saying, man, where is this going to go? And when you're talking about that, the value of something, it's the equilibrium point between supply and demand. So you first need to know the supply you're dealing with. So the unknown creator claims they do not hold any Shiba Inu coins, and nearly half of its supply is locked in a liquidity pool on a decentralized exchange, Uniswap. The rest was sent to Ethereum co-founder Buterin. This is kind of like a well-known thing. According to the white paper, also known as the Wolf paper, the Ryoshi sent tokens to Buterin with hopes that he'd keep the tokens. However, he did not. He burned a majority, taking them out of circulation, and donated a significant amount to the India COVID Relief Fund and other charities. So this is important. It's very, very important, because to know where it can go, you have to consider supply and demand. So let's say that the supply, the demand is, I don't know, it's a crazy ravenous group. It's going to ebb, it's going to flow. But one thing it is difficult to predict. But one thing we can talk a little bit more about is the supply. How many of these tokens are out there in existence? It started with 1 quadrillion. Quickly, half got burned by Buterin. He locked that up. And right now we're dealing just under 400 trillion. We're talking about 393 trillion, which is a lot. That's an incredible supply. So how can we get it to those levels of a cent, 10 cents, $1? Supply needs to severely drop. And there is a mechanism for doing that. It's referred to as burning. You're just literally getting things out of supply. You're burning. And it's happening. You can burn Shiba Inu just by listening to a playlist. SHIB holders can burn SHIB without destroying their own coins by streaming a playlist on Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, or Deezer. Stephen Cooper, the co-owner of the music licensing and publishing group Bigger Entertainment, announced his company has created a playlist that will burn around 20 SHIB per song stream, with 397 songs totaling around 23 hours of music. A full playlist streamed of SHIB Burner could burn about 8,000 SHIB. So once again, the name of that is SHIB Burner. You can find it on Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, or Deezer. Bigger Entertainment artists agreed to let the company use up to 20% of the royalties to buy and then burn SHIB, taking it out of circulation. That's exactly what you want. You want it out of circulation so the supply lowers, because then that pushes the equilibrium point, the price of SHIB higher. Cooper wants to burn at least 100,000 in SHIB from the playlist. There are other ways. That's the main one going right now, but there's also expectations that they're going to be doing it with NFTs. Lead developer revealed she burned 10,000 NFTs will burn Shiba Inu coin. So basically, they're trying to get into the world of NFTs, and through those transactions, also looking for additional burning. Once again, burning lower supply, which raises the price as long as demand stays at least the same, or even better if it increases. One of the main things I'm seeing right now is like the Doge versus SHIB. To be completely honest, I own both. If I'm being straight up with you, I'm in Doge, I'm in SHIB. But right now with SHIB, I like how they're building out their ecosystem. They truly are working on it, when Doge, as of now, doesn't have really a built out ecosystem whatsoever. I mean, already the community that you're looking into burning, you're talking about NFTs. There are, like, you could provide liquidity, you can stake, you can swap. There's a lot of things that you can do with SHIB that I'm just not seeing it in Doge right now. So to me, it kind of makes sense that the market cap of SHIB passed it, because you're in a scenario where there's huge public enthusiasm, but on top of that, you also have some like just interesting technical developments. Now, do I think this is the best crypto project ever in the world? Not from a technical perspective, but I really, if there's one thing I've learned over the past 10 months, you can in no way underestimate the value of a community, especially a highly energetic community. And that's exactly what the SHIB army is. So I think that's something to consider. But once again, I'm in SHIB, I'm in Doge. Oh, and a quick update for you. So for the longest time, I only had the SHIB that I was gifted by Voyager. But last night I was on a space call, just kind of listening to people. And I don't know, one thing led to another. And I actually bought SHIB. So I bought, I don't know, more. I don't know my total amount. I'll look that up and let you guys know, but I bought a decent amount more, at least for my portfolio size. So I went out of my way and threw some money into it, and I just want to see how it rides. Like, it's a bet on a big community, not as big as this guy go. I mean, someone out there, this wallet roughly bought $8,000 of SHIB last August, now worth around over $5 billion. Talk about, like, imagine to become a multi-billionaire, usually you're creating a company that is truly transformative to the world, or you can get into a crazy altcoin with $8,000 and turn it into almost $6 billion in just over a year. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that's interesting. You could check it out more on Morning Brew there, but very, very interesting. 8,000. It's true. We may actually be looking at the greatest individual trade of all time. I don't think that's a hyperbolic statement whatsoever. Like, this truly might be the best trade of all time. $8,000 into 5.7 million. Insane. Congratulations to whoever that is. I wonder if they're like hiding it from their family or what's going on there. But man, oh man, that person is rich.